G'day guys and welcome to Raging Rhino. It's time for episode 3 of season 3 of The Bad Batch. Now, I've done my first 2 episode reviews. If you haven't watched those, go back and watch those and then catch up to episode 3. But the first 2 episodes really haven't given me all that much. They're trying so hard with this cloning stuff. I swear this is going to lead into the sequel trilogy and Palpatine and all of that sort of thing. I just know it. We're finally going to get that one connection that just solidifies that the sequel trilogy is actually canon. And that's what I think that we're going to sort of start to get those real solid connections starting from The Bad Batch here. So let's get straight into episode 3. We've seen, of course, Omega and Crosshair. We've seen Wrecker and Hunter. We haven't seen the other 2 yet, but maybe we'll see them in episode 3. So let's get straight into this episode. Now, if you are new here, you get to see my reactions as I go through the episode. And then, of course, at the end of the episode, you get to hear my thoughts and my review of it. So let's get straight into this. Shadows of Tantus. As I mentioned in one of my other videos reviewing this, I hate how they use stuff from the EU like this. Make it something completely different. Was that supposed to be some kind of Easter egg? Who was that? Sort of thing. Everyone's going to come up with all these theories and they're all going to be wrong. The Emperor's coming to town. That's for the reason for the increase in security.
Unexpected guest is arriving shortly.
Yeah, here we go.
The
samples.
Oh, Omega's blood's going to get through.
Woo! Yes. Project.
Nalase, come along.
She was about to say the Project Necromancer.
I can handle things here. Go. I'll check on you later.
Oh, whoa. That was really... I gotta pause it there for a second. That was actually really, really poorly done, just in regards to the way that sort of conversation flowed. Like, there's so... Like, again, massive pauses. It's a bit like the Ahsoka series in regards to that sense. But, like, even just the way that she leaves there, like, she tells her to go here.
Your assignments. And get some rest. Okay.
And then Omega walks away to go grab Nalase's tablet, whatever
Omega.
the fuck.
I can handle things here. Go. I'll check on you later.
Like, that to me just felt like a video game. Like a NPC that's just got these static lines that are just delivered and it's like really awkward. That's what that whole scene felt like to me. They're going to test her blood with the Metachlorian blood and it's going to explode into beautiful science for Palpatine. If this is the Emperor or like Vader, like having no Star Destroyer I think is really stupid. Just this shuttle comes out of nowhere. Oh, it's Palpatine. Play this one.
Of course. Project Necromancer.
Oh, I knew it. I called it. Project Necromancer. It was called out by fucking Hux's dad or whatever in whatever show it was. I can't even fucking remember. How funny is that? Project Necromancer. It's all coming together now, guys. It's all coming together. Oh, the almighty Omega.
Commander's orders.
What's the bet they steal Palpatine's shuttle?
What?
All shuttles have been grounded, except the Emperor's. We have to steal it.
Oh, it's so predictable. What are we going to say?
There is nothing of greater importance to secure the future of this empire.
Oh my god.
Whatever is...
Here we go. What's going to happen to Omega's blood? Well, we're getting closer. Or they're going to release all of them, but the one that she saved is going to save their life. This is what makes it so predictable. They're sending out the dogs are going to find them, but at the same time, the one that Omega saved is going to be there to save them from those other dog things. So predictable. Either that or all the dogs are going to save them from this thing. Because Omega was so nice to them. The dogs. It's the one that she saved.
Betcha.
So predictable. Oh, and she gets a pet dog out of the experience. Here we go. What's going to happen? And that's it. Man, I'm sure that if I was to go back through some of my episode reviews of season 2, especially the later episodes, I made a prediction that Omega is going to be the key to Palpatine's immortality in regards to what he's doing. Whether or not it's got to do with Snoke, making Snokes, I don't know. We didn't get to see what they're actually making, but it's either making Snokes or making clone bodies of Palpatine. Something that can support basically an essence transfer from Palpatine. It is completely there to justify what we've been seeing. Basically what we already know from the sequel trilogy and everything. But like, this is when they open it up. There's nothing, like, you can't see what's in there. And Omega's blood is the key. This entire episode was just basically a jailbreak from Omega and Crosshair. Omega successfully gets out with some help from Nala Se. But that's pretty much the episode. Like, there's not much more to it other than that. Palpatine's come to inspect, told him that he'll give him all the resources that they want. There was that really jarring scene in there that we paused and went back and rewatched and all of that sort of thing. But for the first 3 episodes, I think they're trying to feed off the nostalgia of having Palpatine in the episode. Now, I do also want to point out, like, I know I played the clip of the clapping seals and all of that sort of thing. It's not that I don't expect to see Palpatine or a Vader or something like that, especially if it's got something to do with the story that we're actually getting, which obviously Palpatine is highly involved in this. It's Mount Tantus, and of course, we're looking for justifications for the future of Star Wars in regards to the sequel trilogy. But it's the way people will react to this. It's like, it's one thing to see it and be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, that makes sense and all of that. But it's another thing to sit there and go, oh my God, like, it's Palpatine. And what's the bet that there's a heap of fucking new Disney Star Wars fans that's how they react to this shit. So again, I just want to point out that there's nothing inherently wrong with having Palpatine in the episode. You would actually probably expect to see Palpatine and or Vader in this series somewhere along the line. So why not? But again, it was just purely a jailbreak. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Palpatine leaves. And again, it's very predictable, right? Like, I was calling out stuff throughout the episode. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that, like, after the first 2 episodes, I knew exactly how this was going to play out. But nothing was like a shocking moment or like, it's not like I didn't see it all coming before it actually happened, sort of thing. So that's another thing. It's just become really predictable. Anyway, that's my thoughts on episode 3. So we're 3 episodes in. We've got a lot of this season to go. So stay tuned, and we'll obviously go through and review all of those episodes. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on episode 3. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week for episode 4. Later, guys.